Hello guys! This time I built a 1/48 scale P-51D from Eduard. This limited edition has 10 marking options, lovely instruction with some history background and pictures. Kit also contains resin wheels, exhausts, photo-etched elements, and masks. Very early in the build, the decision on which variant we build has to be made. So I picked this one. Cockpit parts have very nice details and go together with ease. Before the PE parts application, I need to remove some plastic details. Painting with Mr. Color Paints. Plywood floor I imitate with Tamiya Desert Yellow. When dry, I apply chipping fluid, followed by Vallejo black paint. Next, with a stiff brush dumped in the water, I remove the black paint to simulate floor surface wear. Highlights I added with Mr. Hobby C351 color. All small elements I hand painted with Vallejo paints. Gray oil paint is good for picking up details on black surfaces. All PE elements I mount on ultra glue. Now, it is time to check if I can close the fuselage. The masking tape keeps the parts in place, and this way I check if all fits properly. As I do not see any issues, I add Tamiya cement. After some time, I remove excess plastic and glue with a scalpel. To prepare the fuselage for paint, I add missing elements to the cockpit to add the windshield. Some rivets and panel lines were lost after sanding the fuselage. I had to rescribe them. Before painting, I cleaned the model with isopropyl alcohol. The canopy is temporarily mounted using a masking liquid, and this way the fuselage is ready for primer. But first I want to work on wings. The wheel well is nicely designed and comes together smoothly. PE template is used to draw an additional detail that was missing. I know this may be problematic sometimes, so I want to show you how I tackle it. To keep the template in place, I use masking tape. Slowly, I draw the shape with the needle. Sand down the edges with a sanding sponge, and smooth the lines with Tamiya cement. I think it turned out all right. Fitting wheel well is easy and straightforward, as well as adding the top parts of the wings. I think Eduard improved gun parts, as I've seen some people having issues here, while in this case the fit is actually quite good. I use masking tape to mark the line, up to which I'm going to fill the panel lines. This modification is based on the reference diagrams I have found on the internet. Tamiya white putty mixed with Tamiya cement is easy to apply, and I hope it is going to dry hard. Next day, I sand it down with sanding sponges, starting from 800 grit up to 7,000 grit sandpaper. Primer will show me if the surface is smooth now, or if I need to work a bit more on it. A few spots need to be reworked. This time I use Mr. Hobby Surfacer 1500, and the same way as before, I sand it down once it is dry. The surface is okay now, so I imitate the original primer that was used on the wings. Link to the reference materials for that you can find in the description. I'm going to paint metallic paint over it, so before that, I need to make sure the edge after painting is smooth. 5,000 grit sandpaper will do the work. For the wings, I apply AK Extreme Metal White Aluminum. The next day, I mask it and start working on the base for polished aluminum surfaces. Mr. Surfacer 1500 Black goes first. Tamiya Olive Drab goes on the nose. Now I use Tamiya X1 Black Gloss because polished aluminum looks best on a shiny black surface. However, I do not want it to be too shiny, so I'm not going to clear coat it, polish, or anything like that. I just smooth the surface with the sandpaper and apply AK polished aluminum. When done, I seal it with a gloss varnish. The next day, I added some aluminum variations. Here you can see me painting white aluminum over selected spots. It turned out quite dramatic looking, so I will tone it down with the polished aluminum. But before that, I spar a bit darker aluminum shade around exhausts. Picking up a few other elements, these are barely noticeable shade differences, visible at a certain angle only. Having the paint job ready, I connect the wings to the fuselage. I apply glue carefully, not to destroy the paint. Nose decals seem to be challenging, so I start with them. There are 6 pieces that must be put together. I start from the top ones, placing them on the microset solution. The round surface is tricky, and microsol is a must to melt decals a bit and make them sit as I want. I found out that tapping and rubbing the decal through the glove works great. So I want these two decals to sit nicely before I continue, just to have them still when I add the rest. With all in place, I use a toothpick to gently press the decal into panel lines and all details beneath it. Next day, I peel off the film. I know this is a risky process and may damage the decal, but I think it is worth the risk. However, I also want to show you what I do when the damage happens. So here you can see a part of the decal went off together with the film. With the insignia blue from MRP, I paint the spot, and once dry, it looks like nothing happened. Okay, next I add protective coat of gloss varnish. This is to secure the decals before I add wash. The olive drab on the nose gets a matte coat, and while waiting for the paint to dry, I work on the smaller elements. The propeller cap has black and white colors on it. Would be hard to paint when the blades are installed, so I use masking liquid to put it together for now, and paint it this way. After paint, it can be easily removed. This limited edition set has masks for wheels included, but I use this plastic pattern because it works faster for me. Lead wire is soft and easy to manipulate. I use it to add brake hose for the landing gear. Self-adhesive aluminum foil has a nice metallic shine, so I use tiny strips of it to imitate bands around the drop tanks and landing gear. Okay, let's go back to Mustang. I use black wash around the engine and exhaust, and after a few minutes, I remove the excess. For other elements, I use a lighter shade of brown, as I do not want the contrast to be so strong. With highly diluted black paint, I add gun and exhaust smoke. Oil paints I use for leaks and streaks. Now there are a few small elements left to be added. Before I glue drop tanks under the wings, I add fuel hoses to them. There are different sizes. The thinner one is made from copper and the other is lead. I paint them with Vallejo silver and glue in place with CA glue. Antenna on the tail, and wingtip lights, and here it is. My first Mustang in 1/48 scale. Lovely kit to build. I'm going to put it on the US insignia base so it looks even cooler. This base and a few others you can find in my store. Link in the description, or you can Google ModelFun display. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think, leave like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this build. See you next time, guys. Cheers.